Hello there, and welcome to Ask Rhys number 1, the very first time that I've answered questions that you guys have sent in. I've never done this before. Well, maybe a few times. Does every house in England have fireplaces that can transport you anywhere like in Harry Potter? Actually, yes they do. Check this out. So if you see here, if I wanted to go to my office, I just have to go through. For example. So yeah, let's do it. Oh. It's useful for other things too.
Well, since Rhys has left, the shopping bill's gone down.
Have you ever been on a roller coaster? If yes, where? If no, why? Of course I've been on a roller coaster. When I was a kid, we went to Universal Studios in Florida, and there was a roller coaster at SeaWorld there called the Kraken. And it was the first like scary roller coaster I'd been on. It had multiple loops and it was huge. Anyway, long story short, I went on it 4 times in a row and I got like really motion sick after it. And since that day, I have had motion sickness. Any motion at all will make me feel motion sick. For example, what's your favourite horror movie? Okay, let's get this straight. I am not scared of horror movies. I actually enjoy watching them. I find it exciting. However, for the next 3 months after I watch a horror movie, my brain does not let me go to sleep without putting up a fight. And especially now that I live alone, the thought of spooky ghosts under my bed is a big fat no. Is it scary being alone in a big house, or do you have someone with you? It's not as bad as I thought, and it's not like I live in the middle of nowhere, so it's actually not that. Ah! How many hours a day do you spend watching Russian dash cam footage?
It's a grizzly there.
What quote do you find inspiring? You're always in the right place at the right time. You just have to be the right person. How do you pronounce your name? It's pronounced Rhys, but it's actually a Welsh name, so a Welsh person might pronounce it Rhys. Or if you're Kevin, who works at Starbucks on 5th Avenue in America, you'll pronounce it Rice. Jasper or Harvey, you can only choose one. Get out. How do you like your eggs? Cooked. What are your plans for Christmas? Get some food in the oven, give some presents, get the drinks out, and get absolutely hydrated. Best and worst part of living on your own. The best part is that there's no other people in the house to make a mess. And the worst part is that there's no other people in the house to clean up my mess. What will your next plant be? I'm thinking of getting a fully grown oak tree to go in the stairway. That'll look great. Did you buy any Ikea furniture for your new house? I have some Ikea stuff from my previous room, such as this unit right here, but I have not been to Ikea to buy anything for this house yet. How many photos will you take? You see, this is one of the most important Ask Rhys questions I have ever received. If you mean how many pictures I'm gonna take ever from this point onwards, I'm gonna have to say at least 14. But since the video is essentially just a compilation of photos, if I was to upload a 5-minute video, that would be 7,200 photos, because it'd be at 24 frames a second. Advice for a loving relationship. What is the one quality that you look for? Favorite animal except cat and dog? I would say lion, but that's a cat, so I'm gonna have to go with a wolf. That's a dog, so I'm gonna have to go with a cheetah, which is a cat. So I'm gonna have to go with a seal, which is the dog of the sea. What favorite brand of blue jeans do you wear? I buy most of my jeans from River Island. They've got the best fit for my lanky, long legs in experience. Have you ever caught something on fire while you're cooking? No?
Ow! Oh mate! Oh mate! It's on fire!
Will you move to the US or other states in the future? New York and LA are probably the 2 places that I've strongly considered living, and especially LA is like a place I've not spent much time, but while I've been there, I've had like the best time. What is the stupidest thing you've done because someone dared you to? I have a whole video where I do exactly that multiple times. How old are Jasper and Harvey? What are their favourite things? I think they're 7 and 8, and Jasper's favourite thing is belly rubs, and Harvey's favourite thing is falling asleep on your chest if you're in a dressing gown and you've just got out of the shower. That is like it needs to meet that criteria. If you had to choose between skydiving over the Bermuda Triangle and bungee jumping into Mount Vesuvius, which one would you opt for? I'm like 97% sure you cannot bungee jump into Mount Vesuvius. So I'm going to send myself out of a plane over the Bermuda Triangle on that one. What's your favourite jam at the moment? And by that I mean song, not jelly. My favourite jam has to be Bon Maman strawberry jam. Oh, you meant song. What's your favourite sport activity? Bouldering is by far my favourite sport activity. I've said it once and I'll say it again. I love it so much. The only bad thing about bouldering for me is that I can't really go more than once a week, because if I do, I end up getting pretty bad tendonitis in my arms, as it's like really taxing on your tendons. If I didn't get that, I would go bouldering pretty much every day. Are you ever wondering how you got all your followers? Yes. A thing that you can't live without. Okay, here we go. I can't live without my brain, water, food, my lungs, my liver, oxygen, my skeleton. Yeah, because if I didn't have my skeleton, I'd just like collapse. My immune system, and that's about it, I think. Oh yeah, my phone. I'd die without my phone. Any Christmas gift suggestions? If you can't think of a present for someone, I would highly recommend just buying them some LED light strips. You can get them on Amazon pretty cheap and they're really cool. Okay, that is it for this Ask Rhys. Thank you for your questions. I am excited to be back on the video making train. 20 minutes from now, I've got another video scheduled to go up, so it's going well. If you did enjoy, you know what to do. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Fire when the strong hits you.
That's it, Brian?